We eradicated smallpox, a disease that killed 300 million people in the 20th century alone. Gone. We built vaccines that made polio almost extinct. We developed antibiotics that turned deadly infections into a week of bed rest. Modern medicine has done things that would have looked like miracles to people 200 years ago. And yet, cancer, the second leading cause of death on the planet, still here, still killing 10 million people every single year. We have spent over $700 billion on cancer research since the 1970s. We have had some of the greatest scientific minds in human history working on this problem for decades. So why is cancer still winning? The answer is not what most people think. When people say cancer, they talk about it like it is one thing, one enemy, one problem to solve. It is not. Cancer is not a disease. Cancer is hundreds of completely different diseases that we gave the same name because they all involve cells growing out of control. Breast cancer and pancreatic cancer share that one trait and almost nothing else. The mutations are different. The biology is different. The way they spread is different. The way they respond to treatment is different. Saying we should cure cancer is like saying we should cure illness. It is not one target. It is thousands. But here is the deeper issue. The reason cancer is truly unlike anything else medicine has ever fought. Cancer is not a foreign invader. It is not a virus from outside your body. It is not a bacteria that snuck in. Cancer is you. It is your own cells, your own DNA. Just broken. When your immune system fights a virus, it looks for something that does not belong, something foreign, something to destroy. But cancer cells, they look like you. They have your fingerprints. Your immune system walks right past them because they are waving your own ID. That is the fundamental nightmare at the heart of cancer. You cannot simply poison the enemy without poisoning yourself. Every cancer treatment in history has had to answer one brutal question. How do you kill something that is made of you? And just when you think you have an answer, cancer does something that genuinely feels unfair. It evolves. A tumor is not a single cell. It is millions of cells, and they are all slightly different from each other. When you hit that tumor with chemotherapy, you kill the weak ones, the sensitive ones. But some cells in that tumor have a random mutation that makes them resistant. Those cells survive, and then they divide. Now you have a tumor made entirely of cells that already survived your best weapon. The treatment itself created a stronger version of the enemy. This is not a flaw in how we design treatments. This is evolution happening in real time inside a human body. Cancer adapts. Cancer learns, and it does it faster than we can keep up. Here is something that will shift how you think about this. We do not have a cure for heart disease. We do not have a cure for diabetes. We do not have a cure for HIV. But we do not talk about those as failures. We manage them. We give people decades of extra life. We turn death sentences into chronic conditions. Cancer is moving in exactly that direction right now, and most people do not realize it. Survival rates for many cancers have doubled in the last 30 years. Certain leukemias that were a death sentence in the 1980s now have survival rates above 90%. The goal was never one single cure. The goal is making cancer something you live with, not something that kills you. And the tools we have right now are unlike anything that has ever existed. Immunotherapy. This is where scientists figured out how to take the brakes off your immune system and teach it to recognize cancer cells. For some patients with cancers that were previously untreatable, it has produced what doctors quietly call complete responses. The cancer disappears. CAR T-cell therapy takes your own immune cells out of your body, reprograms them in a lab to hunt a specific cancer, and puts them back in. For certain blood cancers, it is achieving results that looked impossible 10 years ago. AI early detection. Machine learning models can now look at a scan and find a tumor smaller than a grain of rice. Tumors caught that early are almost always survivable. The science is not failing. The science is moving faster than at any point in human history. We are just fighting something that has had a 1.7 million year head start.